What's going on, everyone? It's Greg back with some Wemix news, WeMade news. We'll say MIR4 just because it is really the big topic right now, because MIR4 is the biggest crypto game under WeMade. So let's go ahead and follow up on what we talked about the other day. Now, what happened was on November 24th, I believe it was, Thanksgiving Day. DAXA, which is a basically a collection of the exchanges in Korea. They had already given a warning to about Wemix back in October, and on November 24th, they decided, hey, we are going to remove them from all of our exchanges. So they will be removed off of the exchanges in Korea, and that's supposed to take place on December 8th. And as everyone saw that day, Wemix crashed. Now, what you might have been noticing over the past week, it's been on a little bit of a recovery. And before I go any further, I do want to just tell you guys I am not a financial advisor. Please do not take anything I say, as any kind of a financial advice. You do what you want with your Wemix, with your money. I have nothing to do with it. All I'm trying to do here is cover what I found on it and let you know what's going on in my head and what I think about the situation. So, strictly my opinion. Don't make any investment choices on my opinion. Just letting you guys know that now. So, where are we at now? Obviously, they're saying they're going to delist on the 8th. Well, on Friday, WeMade took this to court, and the court agreed that they're going to go ahead and take care of looking at whether or not this was a legal thing that they can do, and if they should be delisted. And they're saying their decision should be made by December 7th, which is the day before they're supposed to get delisted. Those are two key dates, December 7th and 8th. That will dictate a lot of what might happen with the market, because people will react to that. So keep an eye out for that. Basically, with the injunction they filed, WeMade is looking to invalidate the planned delisting of Wemix on the 4 fully licensed cryptocurrency exchanges that collectively fill over 95% of South Korea. So basically, these exchanges that make up this DAXA are basically fill 95% of the cryptocurrency transactions in Korea. Now, it's like I said, it's happened on November 24th. After that, we had the big crash, and this whole time, WeMade CEO, he's been, talking about how this basically isn't fair. That they weren't asking the right questions, or they were asking questions that kept changing, and the numbers were going, kept having to change because they kept asking for different stuff. So, what's gonna happen? Who's telling the truth? And I don't know if it's necessarily about who's telling the truth. It's just like what really is going on here. So this comes with this question: where is DAXA's right to terminate Wemix transaction support? Like, how is this something that they can do? Well, this article goes into saying, that it really isn't necessarily something to do, right? Because at this point, this decision that DAXA made to cause damage to the investors, right? Because Wemix crashed. But what are they? They have this thing. They say they're exchanges. They say, they're trying to protect things, but they're really just a group of private businesses that are dictating what's happening with the trading in South Korea. So basically, they're arguing that DAXA doesn't really have the authority to sanction WeMade, and even DAXA, due to what their actions, they're really playing a role of self-regulation themselves, and that really is just kind of them saying, "Oh, you know what? We don't like WeMade. Let's just not have their currency on our exchange." So this is where it's tricky business, and this kind of goes into what's going on with crypto right now, right? It's all about the lack of regulation, so to speak. So like FTX, the big news, people can make their own decisions. It's really private, and you really are putting your faith in these people that just run these exchanges, but you don't really know what's going on behind the scenes. So anyway, this is really a whole article just talking about, can they really make this decision or can they not? And from a legal standpoint, again, I can't give legal advice. I'm not a lawyer, nothing like that. But it is kind of interesting that it doesn't really seem like DAXA really has this power, so to speak. It's almost like they just want to take them off of their exchanges, which I guess in reality they could do anyway. But trying to come out and give an investor warning and saying it's because of manipulation and stuff like that, that's a little bit different, and they could really be under some criminal accusations regarding that as well. So anyway, that's what's going on there. Um, here's a big piece of news that came out today, and that's saying that WeMade has decided to use Binance as their Wemix trustee, which means that they actually have handed over custody of looks like about 70% of the total volume issued, and 92% of their total uncirculated Wemix is now actually under Binance custody. So basically, essentially having like a third party checkpoint that says, hey, there's someone watching over this that's not part of WeMade. Like, they have no benefit from WeMade. They are literally there to watch over these funds and make sure things are done correctly. And kind of what I got from this article, and it's hard because it is a translated article from Korea, but I believe what happened here is Wemix actually was able to take evidence and show that to Binance that what DAXA was saying wasn't true. And so, and again, it's just my understanding. I might not be understanding this at all, but from what this says is that Wemix was able to satisfy Binance that they're doing the right things, and so Binance, was able to take on this custody arrangement, which kind of just fuels more toward like DAXA really isn't in the right here. So that brings us back to these points right here. This article that came out saying Wemix's bullish sentiment score is rising, outperforming the crypto market. What's next? So all this saying is, hey, price has been rising. What's really going on? Doesn't really give too much information, but it's just saying, hey, if you look at the chart, hey, we got these trends going up. And again, do not take this as financial advice, guys. I'm just letting you know right now. I mean, it still looks like Wemix is on the upward trend. You don't want to see something shooting straight up. You do want to see these little corrections, and that's exactly what you see in Wemix. So if I go to the Wemix chart here and you look over the past 7 days, we were in this lull here, and then on around the 1st of December is when we hit the first spike up to 60 cents, and that really comes in on the WeMade CEO coming out and talking about how this is not a legit thing. They're gonna file this case against them. So that's kind of when things started moving up a little bit. And as you can see here, we had this nice upward trend, but there are some corrections in here and it just seems to form new bases. We got this nice new peak. Okay, then we're gonna correct some more. Then we go back up some more, and we're on this nice upward trend. Again, I'm not telling you guys that it's going to be perfect, but as you can see here, we seem to be on a recovery. Let's just look at the 3 months, because really you can see here the Wemix chart. You got to understand, one, it's hard to tell because there's a switch over from Wemix to Wemix Classic, and I believe this chart really does. I mean, it's Wemix Classic to Wemix 3.0. This chart doesn't really show that too well, and so I can't tell you where the changeover was. I think it was somewhere within September, October, November. I think it was more recent that happened. And that might be where you see this dip here. But now this is reporting on Wemix 3.0. And in all reality, we haven't really set a price for that. I mean, granted, it did switch over from this Classic. It's supposed to be fairly consistent. But now we're out of all the unknowns of Wemix Classic. Whatever they said the numbers were, who knows? But as right now, Wemix 3.0 is brand new. It is looking pretty good what they're trying to set up. And I mean, here you see Binance is a big thing. Things are just looking positive. That's all I'm gonna say, guys. Like, it's looking positive. That's not to say there won't be more things. And if it actually does get delisted, you gotta look out for that news on the 7th and 8th. Those are big days. If the courts don't favor WeMade, then that could be a bad signal, and so you got to keep a lookout for that. But if they do come out of this on the 7th and 8th with a positive light, then you could expect things to finally correct and really get back to where they were. Now it could be a new price, could get back into this $1.40 range where we were, or even back up into the close to the $2 range. Who knows? We have to wait and see. But again, it's not financial advice. If you really want to know what I'm doing, I do have some Wemix right now. I did sell my account, and I'm pretty much holding on to it, kind of watching the news, and we'll see how it goes. Either way though, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Again, one more time, it's not financial advice, guys. I just wanted to cover the thing. In terms of WeMade doing some really sneaky, slimy stuff, I'm not finding any evidence of that. Personally, again, it's just my opinion, but I don't see any evidence of that. I think that there is just a lot of confusion. But I don't think DAXA is doing something that they really can do, and we're gonna see how it goes. And honestly, even if they do get delisted in Korea, I mean, this Binance thing is huge. And you gotta also know that Microsoft recently invested in WeMade as well, because they believe in the platform they set up. So I don't know, guys. You gotta do your own research, share your own thoughts. Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments below. What are you doing with your Wemix? Are you sitting on the wait for the recovery? Did you lose a lot? Or you know, are you buying it up now? What are you doing? I think that there is a positive future, but again, not a financial advisor. Keep that in mind. I probably don't need to say this many times, but I really don't want you guys making crazy decisions based on me. I'm just sharing my opinion, what I've been researching and stuff. So I hope you guys appreciate that. If you are still playing MIR4, I hope you're enjoying it. Like I said, I don't hate the game. I love you guys. You guys showed me so much love on the video where I told you guys I was selling my account. So I just appreciate it all, man. I'm still sticking around here. I'll keep bringing some news. I still have some videos to put out on MIR4. We'll take a look at MIR-M when that comes, especially with the closed beta test coming up. And we'll keep on top of this Wemix news. And who knows, maybe I'll venture out and more talking about more crypto, game-based cryptos and stuff like that. And we'll see if we get that conversation going. Anyway, guys, make sure you hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, turn those notifications on. I'll catch you in the next video.